Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I could not be more excited to play with the new Natasha Denona Xenon palette. I am going to put 3 looks together for you. I'm going to make some comparisons, so if that sounds like fun, then just keep watching. Here is what the inner packaging looks like. It is beautiful black plastic with the stars. When you open it up, this is what the inside looks like. There is a lovely mirror right here with plastic on it. Let's start with swatches. Here are the swatches. They look gorgeous. I see some warmer champagnes. I see some pink. If you're not aware, this is an extension of her mini Xenon palette that I do own that is beautiful. This palette has 4 mattes and 1 shimmer. From what I understand, these are all new shades, but are they in this same family? Of course they are. I do love this palette. And then I do have another comparison at the end. Let's get into the eye looks. I'm gonna start with my Refer 14, and I'm gonna dive right into one of these dark shades. Night Sky. Now all the blacks do seem to have a little bit of shimmer to them, but that's okay. I mean, that couldn't have gone on easier. Wiping off the brush, and I'm going to add a little bit of swirl. There we go. I pulled it around, and now I'm going to jump into one of these shimmers. Right here, I'm going into Grew. Beautiful. And then I want something brighter in that inner corner. So I'm going to go into, I believe that says Reveille. Very pretty. Just going to take that crease brush and blend. Then I'll do the same thing on the lower lash line. I'll use the same brush, so I'm going to go from lightest to darkest. Here is Reveille. And into Snert, then into Night Sky. Little liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. I'm back, and here is completed look number 1. I had no issues with the shades. Let's get into look number 2. I'm gonna go into this Splash shade right in the middle, and this one looks a little more gray. By the way, this is a Zoeva 227. I'm going to go into that splash just on the tip of the brush and connect above. Refer 13, and I'm going to go into Blizzard and blend out that top area. It's a very light gray. And now I think I'll go into this Snow Bow right here, which is the shimmer that has a pink shift to it. Look at that. That is so pretty. Gonna go back into that Zoeva brush and just tap out the edges to give a better blend. I think I'm gonna go back into Night Sky because that was a little bit darker, and go right on top of that Splash shade and just focus on that outer and inner corner. I like that. And I'm going to go back into that Zoeva and go back into that Splash and just lightly connect again. Do the same on the bottom. This is what I used on the other eye. This is a Unit 310, and I'll do just what I did before. Splash on the inner outer corner. Maybe add a little bit more Night Sky on the upper edge. This one's just a little bit deeper. And then I'll wipe the brush off really good. Go back into that Snow Bow. Wet it. This is MAC Face Plus. And just connect. I'll add some liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Liner and mascara is on. And here is look number 2. I love the halo eye, and I'm not perfect, but I'm having fun. I think it looks gorgeous. Really opens the eye. I'll be right back for look number 3. I'm back for the final look. I redid my concealer and eyeshadow primer. One thing that I did want to point out is that I am not doing a Sephora sale video giving recommendations. I will make sure that I link some in the description box. I'll have one popped up there. I love a lot of things from Sephora, and I'm using a lot of them in this video, so make sure that you check out my description box, because some of my favorite things from Danessa Myricks and LYS and Huda Beauty and Fenty are all down there. These are my favorite. My Dior foundation. A lot of favorites in that description box. Make sure you check it out. Let me know if you want me to do a short video about my wish list, because I do have a little wish list going on. Now I'll get into the third look. I have not played with this Ebb shade. I've been into the Night Sky, the Splash, and then this is the third black, which I believe has an undertone of blue to it. So I say, let's just get in it. I'm gonna go back into my Zoeva 227. It's kind of flat and fluffy at the same time, one of my favorite styles. And I'm gonna go into Ebb. And let's see what we can get with this one. I'm just patting this on my lid, and then I'm just taking it up a little bit into the crease, and I can definitely see the blue undertone. I like it. I'm gonna go into Flurry. Now this one looks like a creamy matte shade that is not quite as cool as Contrail. I'm just going to use that to blend. I'm going to go back into this Units 310 brush, and I'm going to go back into this Ebb, and because I feel like it does have a bit of shimmer, I'll spritz it. Now I could stop right here and add liner and mascara, and I think this would be a beautiful monochromatic blue-gray look. But you know I need to get into more of these shimmers. I have not gotten into Supersonic or Stellar. Even this Cygnus, I'm not sure how to pronounce these, looks gorgeous and feels so nice to my touch. I want to put that Cygnus on my lid. Liking that. It's a little soft in the pan, so be careful not to dig. Now, do I want to go into Stellar or Supersonic next? This is Supersonic. Ooh, similar, but both beautiful. To me, that looks like one of the brightest shades. I'm going to go into Supersonic, and I'm going to go right in the center. I'm just going to take a clean finger and go over the edges. Take a little bit of that Supersonic and put it right in the middle on the bottom. I'm spritzing. All right, liner and lashes. I'll be right back. I'm back. One last thing I'd like to do is I want to take this Contrail, which is this white matte, and I want to put it in my inner corner. And then maybe a little bit under my brow bone. I did get a little bit of fallout from this one. I don't hold anything against Natasha for that. A smoky eye when you are packing a dark shade on the lid, definitely do your eyes before your face. Final thoughts on this Xenon palette. I love it. It is beautiful. Is it 50 Shades of Grey? Sure, it is, but there are variations in these shades. This one has a pink undertone, this one has a more brown champagne undertone, this has a blue undertone. We've got different levels of shimmers, brighter to darker. There is enough variation for me to be happy. Now, as far as comparisons, what would be similar to the Xenon palette? Obviously the mini Xenon. If you love cool tones just a little bit, then this might be all that you need. This shimmer here is stunning. I do love it. You can make a dark outer corner here, use this for liner, you could darken it there. I mean, there's lots of things you can do with this palette. But if you love a cool, smoky eye, you're gonna adore this. Now, a more affordable version of this palette right here, and I have seen other creators talking about it, and of course it did pop into my mind as well, the Colourpop Blowing Smoke palette. This one is gorgeous. The quality on this is also fantastic. This is $14, this is $69. So if you have this, do you need this? No. Should you run out and get this instead of this? You could. The quality of this one is great, but it's still not Natasha quality. This one I had to go into my mother's room and get it from her. She loves this palette so much, she goes into it a lot. The only thing I would warn you about with this one is I have attempted to replace this one in my stash a couple of times and it's been sold out. When I checked this morning, it is still there, but I imagine with the popularity of this one is gonna sell out again. So if you're on a budget, you'd be fine with this. But if you are a collector and you love Natasha's formula, you love Natasha Denona as a brand, then absolutely I give this 2 thumbs up. I am just so very pleased with this palette. Let me know what you thought, which look you preferred. Let me know if you plan on picking this up. Of course, I will have it linked in the description box below, as well as everything else on my face, mostly Sephora favorites. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And of course, leave me a comment. I love chatting with you down in the comment section. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next one.